Hello children, before I begin, let me tell you, wish you all a very happy new year. Hope you have enjoyed it. Okay? That is, let 2021 bring in us something new. And I'm sure you must have all taken a resolution. Okay? So, what resolutions you must have taken? That till now you must have taken life easy, and 2020 has taught us many things. So you know what is seriousness in life. And by now we all have learned a lesson that it is only God who can protect us. If nature becomes furious, it is very, very difficult to subside them. Nature has shown its ferocity on us. An invisible or something which cannot be seen with our naked eyes. A small virus has disturbed the whole world for months together. So let us hope that everything comes to an end, and let us all pray together, always, for bringing back life into this earth as it was before. Okay? So, today I'll be starting a new lesson for you. That is the second part of the inspirational lesson, that is a biography of Maria Sharapova. Okay? Last lesson was about Santosh Yadav, and today we are going to study about Maria Sharapova. Now, you are, as young children, tennis lovers, and she was a person who earned a name and fame for herself at a very, very young age. So, let me come down to the lesson. Open your textbooks to page number 104. Maria Sharapova. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. So the other day we had studied about Santosh Yadav, who scaled the heights which nobody at her age, that is a very young age, a first person in the world to scale the heights of Mount Everest. And that too not once. She scaled it twice. Something which cannot be believed. Okay, unbelievable. Now this lesson is about Maria Sharapova, who at a very young age left her own country and went to US to get herself trained to join tennis. Okay? So, let's see how it is. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. And that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22nd August 2005, to the world #1 position in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. So within 4 years, she reached the pinnacle, that is the heights of success. She won the women's tennis. Okay? She was from Siberia in Russia, and from there, how she went to US is what we are going to read about. However, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. So she started this at a very young age. Okay? Ascent, not descent. Descent means coming down. Ascent. How she reached the heights of success. It took nearly 9 years. and which I'm sure children with lots of determination and love for something and who are ready to sacrifice can only do this. So Maria Sharapova is one amongst them. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she packed off to train in the United States. So when she left her country, Siberia, and went to US, she was only 9 years old. She had not even celebrated her 10th birthday. That trip to Florida with her father, Yuri, launched her on the path to success and stardom. That trip to US was successful. She was lucky. She was lucky, but prior to that, she was ready to sacrifice everything. Now, children who are only 9 years old, I'm sure will not be ready to leave their mother and go. So she was only 9 years when she went along with her father to US. Now, why her mother didn't accompany her? But it also required a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother, Elena. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. Her mother couldn't accompany her because of visa restrictions, so she had, she was separated from her mother, not for 1 or 2 days, but 2 long years. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would only come at a price. But the 9-year-old girl, that is, the small girl, had learned one thing in life, that if she had to score the heights of success in tennis, for which she had left her own country, she had to pay a price. Price in the sense, she had to work hard. So here are her words. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. So her mother didn't accompany her. Her father worked hard because they had to survive, and moreover, the fees for her training had to be given. So he was working hard, and so she couldn't meet her father also. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. See the amount of ragging she faced at the age of 9. Since she was a small girl of 9-year-old, she used to go to sleep at 8 o'clock. But her seniors used to enter the hostel room, at 11 p.m. and they used to boss her, ask her to clean the room, wake her up when she was asleep, and ask her to clean the room. Now, children of her age would have cried, or would have quarreled with them, or would have disagreed to do the work. But this poor girl was determined to earn a name and fame for herself in tennis. So she felt this was part of her job. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So this is something you have to learn, my dear children. Don't always sit and repent for what you're having. What you're having is very nice. Think in that way. If you have to gain something in life, you have to do sacrifices. So this girl, at the age of 9, she realized that. I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. Now, her parents would have become worried because they had bought her right from Siberia to US to get her training in tennis. And if she would have kept on complaining, that the hostel children are troubling me. They are not allowing me to do anything. I feel sorry. I want to see my mother. I miss you, mother, or I miss you, mama. I miss you, dad. If such things, or if such a sentimental approach she had, she would have never gained it. So she's saying that I made myself tough. I never thought that the work they gave me or the way they treated me was something very unusual, but I took it casually because my only determination and everything in my mind was to learn tennis and earn a name for myself, play very nicely and come up or stand first in that game or in that tennis game. I learned how to take care of myself. She was only 9 years old, remember, my dear children. She's saying that I learned to take care of myself. How many of you do things alone? Now also you all are dependent on your parents, right? Your mother has to do everything for you, either your mother or your father. Somebody in the house helps you out in everything. Now, when you read such lessons, learn to do things of your own. Own in the sense that whatever things you can do, and in small ways if you can help your parents, learn to do that. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. She never felt that I should quit. What a headache I have come to, or what place I have come to, what friends I have come to. She never complained it to her parents, nor she regretted about it. That is the best part. Because in the heart of her hearts, the only thing which was there was to learn tennis. When you come from nothing, you have nothing, and you have nothing. So she didn't have anything more. She left her homeland, came to US, settled over there along with her father, and her mother joined them only after 2 years. She's saying that I came from nothing and you have nothing. So what's the point in complaining? What's the point in crying? This is an inspiration for you, my dear children. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. She tells us that when you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. Hungry. വിശപ്പെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാനല്ല. വിശപ്പ് ഇവിടെ ഉള്ളത് ഒരു പേര് കിട്ടാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. ഒരു ഡിറ്റർമിനേഷൻ, ഞാൻ വന്ന കാര്യം നേടിയെടുത്തിട്ടേ പോത്തുള്ളൂ. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that so steadfastly pursue my dream. She's saying that all these, insults and humiliations, people, roommates insulting her, making fun of her, she was ready to take it because her only dream was tennis, to play nicely and earn a name for herself. The toughness runs through Maria even today. It was the key to her bagging the women's singles crown at Wimbledon in 2004 and to her meteoric rise to the world number 1 sport the following year. So she's here it is said that this toughness in her can be seen even today. And this was the main reason, or this was the key to her success, because she didn't lament over things. She didn't sit and cry over things. She tried to get herself adjusted because she knew that she had come with a name and she had come with a goal in her life and she had to get it done. So this was the key to her success and how she earned a crown in Wimbledon, at Wimbledon in 2004. And this was the reason behind her meteoric success that is in the following year. While a journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngster herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment. So she's saying that, so here it is said, she came from the frozen plains of Siberia, where it is very, very cold. Now, we always complain that it is very hot. But compared to a cold climate, I always feel hot climate is better. At least we can move about. We can move about. If not in the hot sun, we can move about in the shade. But when it is cold, it is very, very difficult, my dear children. It's very difficult. And especially in our state, though it is hot, we have at least got water. Throughout the year, we very rarely run short for water. And we, as people living in Alabura, I should say water scarcity is comparatively very less, minus compared to the other states in our country. So we are blessed, my dear children, with many, many things which others don't enjoy. So don't curse yourself or don't feel depressed that you don't have many things which others have. Always count your blessings. Here, that is the thing which made this girl, Maria Sharapova, go further. So there was no room for sentiment in her. She never cried, lamented, or she never felt depressed about things. While her journey from the frozen plains of Siberia to the summit of women's tennis has touched the hearts of tennis fans, for the youngsters, there appears to be no room for the youngster. Who is the youngster over here? Maria. Herself, there appears to be no room for sentiment. The straight looks and the answers she gives when asked about her ambition make it amply clear that she considers the sacrifice were worth it. Whenever she was questioned after a match, she used to give the answers very straightforwardly. She never lamented about things. She used to say, I am very, very competitive. I work hard at what I do. It's my job. This is her mantra for her success. So what is the mantra for her success? When she was questioned, she used to say that, I am very, very competitive. So the competitive spirit should be there in you. As children, the competitive spirit should be there in you. Otherwise, you will not come up in life. I work hard at what I do. So she devotes her time. Now, as children, and in this year of pandemic, we just can't move about. So what is your duty? You only have to sit in front of the screen and study what is given to you. You have got printed books with you, textbooks with you. You have notebooks where you have to write down the notes given to you. This is not something very hard, my dear children. Children keep on complaining and the parents feel sorry. So just stop complaining. Enjoy what is there in front of you. Enjoy it. Try to digest it. Then only life will go on and you will find a peace of mind. Otherwise, your mind will not be peaceful at all. So this is how she found peace in herself. And this is how she says that that is my continuous hard work. And since she was very, very competitive, it's my job, she says, ഇതെൻ്റെ ജോലിയാണ്, to earn a name for herself is her job. And that is why she didn't cry or there was no room for sentiments in herself. This youngster was very, very tough. Though Maria Sharapova speaks with a pronounced American accent, she proudly parades her Russian nationality. She came down from Russia and now she plays for US, but she claims that she was or she is still a Russian. She is proud to be a Russian. Clearing all doubts, she says, I am Russian. It's true that the US is a big part of my life, but I have Russian citizenship. My blood is totally Russian. I will play the Olympics for Russia if they want me. So she is saying that I am still a Russian, though I have spent major part of my life till now in US. I am ready to play for the Olympics for my country. I will play the Olympics for Russia if her country invites her. Like any number of teenage sensations, Maria Sharapova lists fashion, singing and dancing as hobbies. So as a young girl, she had all this as her hobbies. She loves reading the novels of Arthur Conan Doyle. Her fondness for sophisticated evening gowns appears at odds with a love for pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. This is what she has described. This is what has been described of herself. That is, she was ready, or she loved singing, dancing, and that is her main hobbies. And she was fond of evening gowns at the same time. She was more fond of pancakes with chocolate spread and fizzy orange drinks. Maria Sharapova cannot be pigeonholed or categorized. We cannot categorize her. Her talent, unwavering desire to succeed, and readiness to sacrifice have lifted her to the top of the world. Her talent and her unwavering desire to succeed made her reach the pinnacle of success. Few would grudge her the riches she is now reaping. Now people may envy the riches she is now reaping. Now she is one of the richest women in the world. That is what she has to say about her monetary gains from tennis. What she says about the monetary gains about tennis. Of course, money is a motivation. She says money is a motivation because she was born in Siberia and she came all the way from there to US to earn a name for herself, and from the game she got lots of monetary benefits. Tennis is a business and a sports. She says that tennis is not only a sport, but it is also a business. But the most important thing is to become number one in the world. Many of them play, they go, nobody comes to know about them, but she wanted to earn a name for herself and she became first in it. That's the dream that kept me going. And this dream of reaching the heights kept her going. Okay? And she gained it through her hard work. She didn't give room for any sentiments in her life. And that is the lesson you have to learn from her. Okay? I hope you have understood this lesson. I'll be giving you the notes about it after after this lesson. This lesson, I hope you have enjoyed it. Read the lesson at least 3 to 4 times because it is an inspirational lesson, and whatever things that she has mentioned can be applied in your life also. Okay? Thank you, my dear children. Have a nice day.